G'day guys, and welcome to another video log for Embargo, the development of Embargo. We're going to continue this video based on our last feedback or the feedback from our last playtest, where we had 5 players in total. We've estimated this game will go well at 6. We originally thought that the game would go for up to 15 to 20 minutes. Turns out it went for about an hour. So it's a small size game. It's not a big game, but it was very even. Every game we had, we played about 3 games the other night. It was every game was even. Like people would finish on 19, people would finish on 18, people would finish on 22, where you have to get to 25. So it was very even. It's very well balanced, which is very surprising. I've never had an experience where I've tested a game and it's just been pretty much an even board. One of the things that came up during our last test was one of our testers, Damien. He wanted to try something out, so he got his freight. Well, he started collecting freight. Only one color of it though. He started collecting red freight. Now, this red freight, there's 20 of, and there'll be 20 of in the game as well. But he was just collecting that red freight. And then after he finished collecting that red freight, there was no more red freight to collect. He went into another colour. Obviously, he had no points by the end of the game because he was just trying to work on trying to break the game, which is great because he was just trying to be constructive. He's trying to break the game through a really crappy act by taking those red freight that actually prevented my business partner, also another director of Games with Teeth, Renee. It stopped her from winning because he had all the red freight and she needed red freight for her contracts. So what we decided to introduce was a limit to how much freight you can have in your warehouse. So there's going to be a limit of 10. Okay, so there's going to be a limit of 10 freight in your warehouse at any one time. That doesn't mean you can only have 10 on your player board at one time. So you can have some on contracts. But you're limited to 10 at any one stage during the game. One thing that came up from the last game was the amount of colours, different colours, and how much, and how to even it out a bit. So there were 13 blue contracts, there were 14 black contracts, there were 10 red. I've got a list here. Sorry, I'm just under my camera here. There were 9 white. But there were only 4 yellow and only 4 green. So that obviously meant yellow and green weren't getting picked up that easy, that much. So probably my next job is to even that out a bit. So each contract has the same amount of, roughly the same amount of frequency coming up in a deck. Once again, a deck is completely random. So there could be one deck where you just get nothing but blue or black cards. That's unavoidable because everyone shuffles cards differently, but that's on the cards for the next playtest. As are something called static cards. Tim, one of the testers from the other night, come up with the idea of what if we add these static cards into the contract deck, so the black deck that I've got here. What if we add some static cards in here, and so they get one and it says replace an active contract slot with this card, and you can add another 5 more freight to your warehouse. So you're losing that active contract slot, but you're gaining an extra 5 room storage for freight in your warehouse. So I'm going to work on those, and I'm going to work those into the game itself. I want to try and have about 10 in the deck of 54 contract cards, just to add a bit of variety, because we all know every one of these are contracts, and just to change it up a little bit, we will do that. That's really it for a video, a short one today. What we might do next, we might actually do a playthrough, just to show where the game's at. I'm talking to a few artists at the moment to see if we can get any artwork done. I haven't designed a logo, I haven't done anything like that. 2 artists I've spoken to, their prices are a bit high. A bit high for my my price range. I'm looking for something that we can work on at the same time, and they'll get a commission as well. But that's where the game's at. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like it, subscribe it. Give us a like on Facebook, and we'll keep you up to date with our progress on this and any other projects. Thanks.